Hi there everyone. Today I don't really fancy showing you my ugly mug, so I'm going to show you some renderings and photos and bits of video. I just wondered, do you prefer the watermelon or the avocado? There's the question. Anyway, I went for the Proxima PX1717 avocado. I thought the watermelon was a bit extreme for a boy my age. I'll give you a few more details about this, and also we're going to compare it with the venerable Seagull 1963. Apart from the generic box, it came with a signed guarantee, a rather nifty tool for changing the straps, which you can see I have used, because although it came with this very nice black leather strap, the weather here has got a bit warm recently, so I decided to change it for something I had in, which was this nice glossy green nylon thing with the orange rectangles, just to add to the funky look. I'm sure you appreciate that. Case thickness for the Seagull is a fairly chunky 14.2. The Proxima comes in at a thickness of only 12.8, which is quite a feat, I think, with the movement. I make the lug to lug for the Seagull 46.5, and for the Proxima 46.9. Going back to the movement, the 1963 has the ST1901 movement with a claimed 21 joules on the dial, but the Proxima has the ST1902 or 1902 with 22 joules. If you haven't seen the chronograph working on a Seagull movement before, I'll just give you a quick demonstration. Press this 2 o'clock pusher. Off she goes. Nice and neat. Then you can stop it and you can start it again. The sub dial on the right is a 30-minute chrono timer. Okay, let's stop that. And you press the 4 o'clock pusher. That's a flyback. Notice it's got a green chrono seconds hand, whereas the Seagull has the classic red one, which you might argue is a bit more legible. However, I like this one, and they've got the hands on the sub dials are also green. It's quite fun. I don't know what the Mandarin inscription says there, but I don't know if anybody can read it. Please let me know in the comments. As you can see, the movements are largely similar. You can see the bluish coloured column wheel at the towards the bottom, which is what makes all the lovely chrono bits happen for a fraction of the price of anything Swiss or Japanese. So I'm pretty taken with that. You can see that both watches have sapphire crystals over the dial. I'll prove it to you. There you go. However, the Seagull 1963, the case back, yeah, you've only got mineral. Whereas on the Proxima, so I have a sapphire on the case back. It's pretty nifty, eh? Yeah, having a sapphire crystal on both the fronts and the back is quite a neat touch, and you hear an awful lot of watch YouTubers describe this feature as a sapphire sandwich. Now, I beg to disagree with that term. I'll tell you why. Harking back to the title of the video, usually a sandwich is what's in the middle. Unless it's an open sandwich when it's just on top. Would you talk about making a bread sandwich? No, you wouldn't. So in that case, why the devil would you talk about a sapphire sandwich? it seems a bit semi-literate to me. I know it sounds like a nice buzz phrase, but no, I'm just being an old pedant, I'm sorry. But there we are. Based on the movement being the filling, wouldn't you more properly call it a seagull sandwich? But that doesn't sound too appetising, does it, really? For that matter, my old Bernie has 2 bits of sapphire crystal, also on the case back. Don't look as exciting as the Proxima one, I dare say, and you've got a lovely rotor. So you'd call this one a Miota sandwich, wouldn't you? Well, again, doesn't sound as buzzwordish, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just an old fuddy-duddy, aren't I? I don't care. Of course, I have to do your wrist shot, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. I say it's perfect for summer with the strap on it, and you can see for me the subdials make this a practical chronograph because the size of them, they are a fair bit bigger than the ones on the Seagull 1963, so they're really good for timing a boiled egg or some spaghetti. That's what I mostly use them for, I'm sorry to say. But I refuse to call it a sapphire sandwich. I do a watches and food channel, so I know what I'm talking about for a change. Do I have any niggles about this watch? Well, 2 very small ones. The other sides of the lugs are a little bit on the sharp side, but not where it matters. It doesn't hurt the strap. And the other one, I don't know if you can focus in on this. The script around the rim of the case back includes the words tachymeter. You see it there? Yeah, there. Yeah, you see the word tachymeter, and as you can see, this watch doesn't have a tachymeter, but they do another model with the Seagull movement, which does have a tachymeter, has a pulsometer to be more precise, so they possibly use the same case and that, but I don't mind, you never see it anyway. One thing I won't whinge about is the accuracy of the piece. Proxima says that they oil and regulate the movements before they send them out, and they send you a little bit of a video. Personally, I think their customer service is very, very good. Although in the messages they do insist on calling you dear. Can't think why. The watches aren't that dear, I've got to say. You know, I paid all my own money for full price of these things. So there you go, there's that. By contrast, I've had the Seagull 1963 for about 3 years. As you can see, it's starting to gain a little bit of time, nothing horrible. The amplitude's still good, bit of a beat error. When I first got it, it was keeping about +5 seconds a day. I've only had the Proxima for 10 days so far, so obviously we'll have to monitor what goes on with that watch. As for the Bernie, the time grapher tells me it's losing 20-something seconds a day with a rather low amplitude. But I don't know. By experience, I found that the Bernie loses about 2 seconds a day, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe my time grapher needs recalibrating. Who can say? It's a quick wrist check for those of you who might be interested. I'm wearing my other Proxima, the 1707 quartz chronograph on this nice red rubber strap, perfect for summer. And I still love that dial. Just to explain the title fully, it's one of those daft questions that you were asked at job interviews a few years back. If you were a sandwich, what type of sandwich would you be and why? Well, like me, this little character here doesn't care very much, so just keep on keeping on. Hopefully I'll be back at you again with something maybe food or watch based in the near future. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye for now.